On the assault GBH, Mr. Abraham van Rooyen is the plaintiff in the case. He said that I stabbed him, and I stabbed him because we took the girls by force and he tried to defend him. So he didn't lay a charge on the day that the rape plaintiffs laid the charge, which is a day after the alleged rapes took place. He only laid a charge about 6 months, between 3 to 4 months after, and I was charged in court for the GBH of Mr. van Rooyen. Now, Mr. van Rooyen didn't lay a charge because he told people in the neighborhood that he told the girls to go make a rape case just so he can show us that he's going to eat our money the way he wants to. That was the reason he didn't feel like making a charge. He felt like if the girls went and made rape cases, then they can then blackmail us and then ask money from us in order to withdraw the case. So there was an attempt to blackmail us in this manner, but we didn't fall for it. The girls did try and did send one of their friends, also a woman, to come talk to us about the issue, and she came and talked to me because my co-accused was studying at the time in Johannesburg, and I told her straight away that we're going to court with this. There's no way they're going to win this because we didn't rape them. So Mr. van Rooyen, I was charged with his GBH about between 3 to 4 months after, inside of court, while I came to appear, while I was still in remanded into trial. And he said that I stabbed him above the left eye with a sheep share. Above the left eye with a sheep share. And I stabbed him in his right wrist. So I said that when they asked me what my plea is, I said I plead not guilty to assault GBH, but I do not deny the fact that I did inflict wounds on Mr. van Rooyen on the night, and it was in self-defense. We met with them, and the girls were willing to hang out with us. It's just that Mr. van Rooyen didn't want for the girls to hang out with us. Mr. van Rooyen, after we had a couple of beers, Mr. van Rooyen actually took out his knife and he threatened me. So Mr. van Rooyen knew me. I didn't know that he knew me at the time. We stayed in the same neighborhood as him and these girls. We also didn't know the girls, although I stayed in the same neighborhood with them. The area that I rented the house is in the same neighborhood that I grew up, but in a different section, which is why I didn't know them. I used to sell weed, and that's how they all knew me, because I used to sell weed, and I used to also make music, and I used to also DJ, and so I was quite popular in the neighborhood, and that's how they all knew me, and I didn't know them. So Mr. van Rooyen took out a knife, threatening me after we had a couple of beers, and he didn't know that I had a sheep share on me at the time. He also knew that I don't walk around with knives and stuff. I'm not the type of guy, which is why he tried and take advantage. And unluckily for him, we had a sheep share on us on the night, because we were actually planning to go to Pabalelo, a nearby neighborhood. And going to Pabalelo at that time or at night is quite risky if you're out drinking, because you can get robbed and killed taking the route that we took to Pabalelo that night. So that's why I had a sheep share on me, and I didn't stab Mr. van Rooyen. I fought him off, and I just scratched him, not above the left eye. I scratched him above his forehead, along his trim line. Yes, it's right above the left eye, but far from the left eye, as it was along his trim line that I scratched him with the sheep share. And I told him to leave this thing that he's doing And if the girls want to come with us, why don't he just leave them? He also actually grabbed Caroline Peters by the hair, which is, I didn't even take out a knife. He took out a knife threatening us and grabbed Caroline Peters by the hair and said he'll stab her if they don't leave with him. We'll leave with him now. And he actually started beating her. So I just felt like, how can this guy do this? He's really trying to make lighties of us. What will these girls think tomorrow now? If they were willing to hang out with us, and now this, if we just walked away, then what will they say about us the next day? Which is why then I told Mr. Van Rooyen that if he don't leave her, then I'm gonna stab him, or he must leave her and come to me if he think he's a man, and come stab me. So as soon as he left her and came for me, that's when I took out the sheep share and I just scratched him. A scuffle ensued and I scratched him again on the right wrist. I kicked him against the chest, he fell, his knife fell out of his hand, and then I kicked him again a couple of times until he ran away. So that was the GBH. I told the court that I don't deny inflicting wounds on Mr. Van Rooyen, but I did not stab Mr. Van Rooyen in an effort to take the girls from him by force. There was no J88 made. It wasn't even necessary for Mr. Van Rooyen to go to hospital because it was just scratches, and there's the reason why Mr. Van Rooyen didn't feel like opening a case, because it was just 2 scratches. So at the end of the day, on appeal, I was acquitted of GBH on Mr. Van Rooyen as things stand right now.